So the story begins. It happens and we see some people who are doing some kind of research under the ground. Then suddenly some dangerous creatures appear in front of them, who till now were imprisoned here under the ground, and those creatures are killing all those doing research. They kill people and come out from under the ground. The scene cuts here and then we see a girl named Ellie. Ellie cannot hear anything with her ears, but she knows it from the way others speak. She can guess what people are saying to her. Ellie knows very good lip reading, although Ellie was not like this from the beginning. Earlier Ellie could hear, but then in an accident, Ellie lost her hearing power. Now here is Ellie's college. Some kids are making fun of Ellie, but Ellie doesn't answer anything. Then we see Ellie's dad. He was very worried about Ellie's studies. Then he gets a call from Ellie's mom, and she tells you that today again Ellie was being harassed by some kids outside the college. Hearing this, Ellie's dad becomes even more upset. On this side, Ellie meets her good friend, Rob. After meeting Ellie, she becomes very happy. She becomes happy, and then when Ellie comes home at night, everyone starts asking her about her friend Rob and thinks that Rob is Ellie's boyfriend. But Ellie tells everyone that Rob is just her best friend. They are friends and nothing else. Then at night when Ellie is talking to Rob, Rob sends her videos of the same creatures, but Ellie does not take those videos very seriously and falls asleep. Only then does her mom wake her up at night. And she brings it to everyone. After coming here, when Ellie watches the news, she is told that the creatures that were locked under the ground for thousands of years have come out during research, and now they are coming to the city and killing people. It was also being told in the news that if anyone makes noise in front of these creatures, then these creatures kill him. After hearing all this on the news, Yu and his friend Glenn start leaving the city with Yu's family, because the city now after this we see some people who are trapped inside a train. Then the child of a woman present here starts crying in the train. Seeing her crying, the rest of the people present on the train stop that woman and throw that child out of the train. After hearing the voice of that child, the creatures kill both the woman and her child. On the other hand, Yu and his friend stop their car at a petrol pump, and then Eli takes his dog to the toilet. She takes him away from the car, but then a man points a gun at Ellie and starts demanding Yu's car keys. Yu's friend Glenn shoots the man, and they all leave him here. They go ahead. All these people were not able to understand what they should do to escape from those creatures. He was driving his car when suddenly a huge traffic jam came in front of him. Seeing this, Yu and his friend Glenn started taking his car through the forest path, when suddenly some animals appeared in front of his friend's car. While trying to save them, his friend's car falls into a pit. Tries to get him out of the car, but his leg is badly stuck in the car, and the door of the car is also jammed, due to which he is unable to get his friend Glenn out. He starts calling an ambulance. Seeing everything, Yu's friend asks Yu to leave, but Yu does not listen to him. Seeing this, Yu's friend Glenn points the gun at Yu and tells him to leave me here and go away after some time. I will get out of here. Hearing all this, Yu comes back to his car, but suddenly Eli's dog starts barking inside the car. And hearing the sound of the dog, all those creatures come here and start attacking the car. Seeing this, everyone gets scared and starts screaming. Hearing their voices, Yu's friend starts firing from his gun, and hearing the sound of firing, the creatures leave the car and go there and attack Yu's friend and kill him. Seeing all this, now Yu throws Ellie's dog out of the car, and then everyone sits quietly inside the car. Here Yu could not understand how to save his family from the creature. After this, Yu gets down from his car without making any noise and starts looking for a way to move ahead. Then a creature comes near him, but he is unable to see Yu, and after seeing that creature, Yu picks up a rod lying on the way and throws it away, and the attention of that creature goes to that road, and Yu comes back and sits in his car. Yu explains to his family that these creatures have no eyes and they cannot see, which is why they only make sounds. But let's react, and we have to keep calm and move ahead from here. Now Yu takes the lighter from his car and sets fire to his friend's car, due to which all the creature's attention goes to the burning car, and Yu saves his family. He starts moving forward without making any sound. Now then, Eli's younger brother sees a house built inside the forest. Eli's brother also shows that house to his dad, and after seeing it, he goes to that house with his family. Yu starts opening a big iron door to go inside the house. Then the bell on the door rings, and hearing the sound, the creatures start coming here, From inside the house comes an old lady with a gun. She comes out and says, "Who is the one who is trying to enter my house?" She starts making noise and hearing her voices, and the creatures attack the old woman and kill her. Here you have to go inside the house. A tunnel is visible to you. He goes inside the house through that tunnel without his family and checks the house thoroughly. He finds that no one else lives in this house except that old lady. Later, you starts calling Ellie and everyone else inside the house through the tunnel, but suddenly a snake comes inside that tunnel. Seeing it, Ellie's mother starts screaming and then the creatures attack them. You starts a machine kept in the house, and after hearing its sound, all the creatures leave Ellie's mom and start going inside the machine. Due to this, many creatures die here. Now Ellie and everyone else come inside the house, but Eli's mom's leg was bitten by the creature and Eli's mom's leg got injured. Eli's grandma's mom bandages Eli's mom's leg because she was earlier a nurse. Now everyone here is without any help. Make noise and start staying inside the house. Here Ellie calls Rob, where Rob tells Ellie that the creatures have attacked inside the city too and everyone has been killed. Rob tells Ellie that those creatures have attacked my house. Mom and Dad were also killed. Hearing all this, Ellie tells Rope that you should also come here. Ellie is telling Rope the way to come to her when suddenly the network goes out and the call gets disconnected. Ellie now tells Rope to come here. Laker gets very sad. Then the next day when Ellie's grandmom sees Ellie's mom's leg, she comes and tells you and Ellie that the infection is spreading on Ellie's mom's leg due to the bites of creatures, and if we hear this, you and Ellie decide to go to the city to get antivirus and medicines. If antivirus is not applied on her leg soon, she may die. Then Ellie and you start moving towards the city without making any noise. Here on the way, Ellie and you also see the bodies of many dead people, but you and Ellie gather their courage and come to the city to get medicines. Here inside the city, Ellie and you see a medical store and both of them go inside that store. Here a man was standing from a distance watching them. Now Ellie and you somehow enter inside that store, and here too they see a lot of dead people who were killed by the creatures. Ellie also sees that the creatures have also laid eggs at the place. Ellie gets scared after seeing the eggs and screams out of her mouth, hearing that the creatures come here. Seeing all this, you somehow sets fire to the store to escape from those creatures. The fire alarm goes off, which distracts the creatures, and you and Ellie come out of the store with the antivirus and other medicines. But on the way they are stopped by the same man who was watching them from a distance, and that man notes. He talks to you and tells you his name is Revent. Also, Revent asks you to join some kind of cult. On this, Eli and you refuse that man and start returning here. Due to Eli's refusal, the man starts getting angry, and here we see that the man's tongue has been cut. Now after this, Eli and you come back home with the medicines. Then here Eli's mom's wound is healed. It seems that here Ellie tells her dad that she has seen on the news that these creatures cannot tolerate the cold and these people die in the cold, which is why people are safe in cold areas. Now after this, when you talk to your son, while he is talking, Ellie comes to him and tells him that Raventh has come outside the house with his team. Here now you gets very upset seeing Raventh and comes out to talk to Raventh here again. Say asks you to join the cult, but you refuses him this time too. Revent does not go out of his house even after you refuses many times. Seeing all this, you now gets very angry and leaves, and points the gun at his team. Seeing this, Render leaves from here with his companions. Then at night, Ellie gets messages from Rob, and Rob tells Ellie that there is a refugee camp in the north where people are still living, able to stay alive, and now I have come there. This place is safe. Here before Ellie can ask Rob more about that place, the signals go out and Ellie is not able to find out more about that place. On the other hand, you also asks his wife to go toward the north. Then after this, when everyone is sleeping at night, a small girl comes outside their house, and there is no one with her. You and his wife meet that girl. Seeing her alone, they take her inside the house. Here the girl is very scared, and seeing this, you and his wife start calming her down. Here you sees that the girl's tongue has also been cut, due to which these people understand. This girl is also in the cult of Rivent. Now you and his wife start checking this girl, and then they find a lot of phones near the girl which had alarms set inside them. Ellie also finds this in the window of her room. But a phone is seen connected and an alarm is set inside it too, which starts ringing. Now hearing the sound of the alarm, the attention of the creatures comes towards their house and the creatures start attacking their house. Seeing this, everyone immediately runs away. He throws the fish in the water which stops the alarm, but then some people enter the house and they start taking Eli away with them. Here Eli's mom tries to stop them, but they try to stop Eli. They start beating Ellie's mom and bring Ellie with them outside the house. Seeing all this, Ellie's grandmother comes to them and attacks them and somehow frees Ellie, and then loudly they start shouting and making noise, due to which those creatures kill Ellie's grandmother as well as the people who were attacking her. Ellie is watching all this when Raventh and his companions also come here, and they catch Eli again, and here we come to know that Revent was the one who was getting all this done. Now Revan starts taking him away. Seeing this, Eli's entire family attacks Revent and his associates and kills all of Revent's associates. Here you also kills Revent, but in all this, he also gets seriously injured. After this, the entire family of Eli leaves this house and moves on for some time. It passes and we see the same place called the Refugee in the north, where people were still living safely, and Ellie and her family had also come here. Now the signals come back in Ellie's phone and she knows. It turns out that Rob is also present here. Then after some time, Rob and Ellie are shown together, who are now learning to live without making any sound, and they are killing those creatures that come to the snowy area, and the story ends here with the ending.